Hello, how are you? Let me get the music on. Let's see. We're going to need dumbbells today. We're going to do a total body workout. I just downloaded this playlist. As always, all my playlists, if you ask me for the playlist, I will give them to you. I will have to upgrade the music if I want to go live a lot here on YouTube, upgrade the music situation. I actually don't have a really fancy music setup in my house. I really just listen to this or my headphones. So that's what I've got for you. So grab a set of dumbbells and, of course, grab your water, guys. Where is my music? There's my music. There it is. Okay. Let me turn the Wi-Fi off my phone so it doesn't interfere with the Wi-Fi for you. Okay, that goes there. Put this here so it's not right in your ear. So I'm back to this way because I felt like the other way was super backlit. I'm going to take my weights aside. So we'll warm up and then we'll get into our cardio. Let me bring this a little bit closer to me so you can see me a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's a little bit brighter. There you go. Awesome. So let's actually start with a cat-cow. How else am I going to start the workout? Cat-cow, let's come onto all fours. Hands underneath my shoulders, knees underneath my hips. And let's go ahead and round, round, round. Start again. And then send your hips back, arch back. Again. Round. And arch. Really stretching my arms into the mat. Dropping my belly here. And now I'm going to lift my belly. Tuck my chin. Really rounding my tail and my chin together. And arch. Now I'm going to come to my neutral spine, and I'm just going to do a few arm reaches, keeping my spine neutral. I have my hands in fists. I think if you've been following me for a while, subscribe to me, you'll probably know that my wrists get a little funky, so I just go into fist position a lot. Happy Saturday! I did my makeup live on Instagram, so make sure you're following me there at Jessi FIT Pilates. I do not post my makeup on YouTube. Niche is a thing. I don't really post here on YouTube. I'd have to create another channel just for YouTube makeup. I don't know if I have that in me, guys. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the feet, right? Reach in, keeping the spine neutral as possible. Right, just mobilize through the legs, keeping the core engaged, just waking up the body. Awesome. Right from here, I'm going to take it back and come to a high knee. I'll face you so you can see me. And we're going to do an alternating lunge. So I'm going to lunge, step back, and then other leg comes forward. This is a big mat. It's a gorilla mat. If you comment if you want one, I'm really bad at posting all my links and all my discount codes, but I can get you a 15% discount on one of these. Just alternating, and you can always keep your hands down on the floor. I have 2 and 3 pound weights today. I tend to go pretty light, especially when I'm teaching, just because my form needs to be perfect, but you can always go heavier. Now I'm gonna raise my arms, giving it a little bit of a bigger stretch, a little bigger of a cat stretch. A few more here. One more. Now hold. We're gonna straighten and bend that leg. Heating up the body. So we're gonna do intervals today, about a minute exercise. And I'm not doing HIIT for this challenge. If you've done any of my other challenges, a lot of the other challenges, with the exception of the beginner, they get pretty intense. So the workouts were all 15 minutes or so in a lot of the challenges, maybe 20, 25. But the workouts got pretty intense. And this one, I really wanted it to be kind of available to anybody. I mean, if you're advanced, you probably have a pretty consistent workout pattern. Like, that's just my thought. It's the people who maybe aren't advanced, I felt like would need the 28-day challenge. So I didn't want to create a program that was super high intensity for 28 days because I didn't know if you'd stick to it. And I just wanted something that everybody could do. There's plenty of advanced workouts. And the advanced workouts definitely do well on my channel. But I just feel like the people who aren't advanced actually need a little bit more help in staying on an exercise plan. That was just my thought behind it. I could be wrong. Comment below and let me know what you want to see, and I'll create it. I have to create videos for YouTube. I like being consistent here. Anyway, I am going to grab my cheat sheet and my water, and we're going to get into it on my timer. So we're going to do curtsy lunges, which I think I've done here on my channel. My timer is just a iPad that I have. I'm going to be doing Zoom classes soon. And I just spoke to, I don't even know my password on this thing. I just spoke to, there is this new app coming out that will give me the ability to run HIIT right off of Zoom, so you can see. I can't know if I can run it off of YouTube Live. I'll have to ask them, that I might actually be able to run it off of YouTube Live too. So here's what's in store. I like kind of telling you, especially when we're live, because I can't, like, if you've ever done my cardio, sometimes I shoot the workouts, like the next exercise ahead. So curtsy lunges, elbow planks with taps. What is that? I got all kinds of random stuff over here. Low squat walks. This is apartment friendly, right? I know sometimes there's no jumping. No jumping today, okay? So if you wanted to work out, you can do. That was kind of part of it. I didn't want to do any high intensity jumps in today's workout. Side squat walks. There's going to be corkscrews side to side, that's abs. Plank rows, which there's no jumping in those. They suck, they're hard, but no jumping. We're gonna do a twist press and a squat. We're gonna do boxing, alternating bicep lunge. And then from there, we're gonna hit the floor. And the floor work is all, Pilates and core work. So it's not a super high intensity, but your heart rate will get up there. So let's start with the curtsy lunges. I'm gonna grab my lighter weights for those. And I'm gonna face you to do those. So I know I'm wearing all black on the black mat, so they're hard to see. So kind of just pay attention. My feet are together, and I'm gonna take this leg, I don't like saying left or right, and I'm gonna reach it towards that side. Now, the bigger your stance gets, the harder the move will get, right? So play around with how big you want it to be. And that's the curtsy lunge, right? Regular lunge, I'd be here. Curtsy lunge is here, and I'm gonna add the arm. 60 seconds from here. Exhale down. Inhale up. Now you can match my pace, or you can go faster or slower depending on your needs. The lower you go into the lunge, the harder these will get. And I have my palms facing down, but you can also have them facing up. You can also go thumbs up. You can add a pulse. Pulse, and that'll really intensify things. Pulse. About halfway there. Pulse, pulse. And I really feel this in my outer thigh for my front leg. Last 8. 4. One more time. Awesome. Come on up. Step over to the other side. Remember, just be careful if you're in, don't knock into anybody. And I'm going to step the other leg behind me. And I'm going to cross it over. Let me just step into a little bit so you can see me a little better. Right, so I keep my hips square to you, back heel is high, and I'm going to do a front raise this time. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down, take it up. Exhale, lower, inhale up. My front foot's totally on the floor, my back heel is down. I know it's a little hard to see on the live. 20 more seconds. Now pulse, pulse, bring it up. Pulse, pulse, and up. Pulse, pulse, bring it up. Almost there. Last one. Awesome. So I'm going to need one weight for this. And I'm going to come down to my mat. And I'm going to come to an elbow plank. So I'm going to put the weight in front of me. And I'm going to come onto my elbows. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap the weight and with one hand and then bring it in. And I'm going to try to keep my hips as still as I can as I do these. As you can see, not that easy. The big thing I see is people kind of piking up there, and you'll see I even start to do it here because I'm on one hand. These are definitely hard. Deep breaths. And you can also do these, if you need to modify, you can come down, hold a plank. Halfway there. Try to keep my hips as still as I can, keeping weight in my legs. I really feel these just about everywhere. Alternating those arms. Last 5. And 1. Excellent. I'm going to take a nice stretch here. Okay, what's next? Whew. Okay, the side to side squat walks. I'm going to go a little heavier on those. And you want to stay as low as you can on those. Remember, I didn't give you any jumping today. And I'm going to keep my hands up here holding weights. And I got weights in my hands. And 60 seconds here, right? You want to go as fast as you can and as low as you can. Right, and I can make it a little bit faster. Now at each end, go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it over. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, over. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it over. Give me 4 this time. 4, 3, 2. Last one to the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We're going to take it to the mat. I'm going to go with a lighter weight for these. We're going to do some corkscrews. And I'm going to take my arms up, feet together. And I'm going to take my arms and legs in opposite directions. It's not going to be super big. Center, and other side, center. It's obliques, right? Reach. Try to keep the arms and legs straight. You can actually bend the knees if that's too much on your back or your legs, like your hamstrings. Reach, reach, reach. Center, center, center. Reach, reach, reach. Try to keep my torso as still as I can. Halfway there. Ooh, as you can see, not so easy. And I don't go super fast on these. As you can see, I almost fell to one side. Reaching, center, reaching, center. Reach it over, center. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Next up are plank rows. I almost want to pull a heavier weight out for those just because it's bigger on my hands. You don't have to, but I'm going to pull out my 5 pounds just because there's a screen up there. Yeah. Sorry, I need to see what I'm doing. So I have 5 pounds in my weights there, and I'm going to place them down. And I'm going to go here, and we're going to pull, center, other side, plank rows. You can do them here. That's totally valid. Or you can do some full plank and some not so full plank. Pick your poison. And you go fast or slow. This pace feels really good for me. Keeping my hips as still as I can. Halfway there. Right? Really got to engage my core. Try to prevent that from happening. It's not so easy. 20 seconds. Two and 1. Awesome. Knees come down. Hips go back. Big stretch. Set aside these weights aside. Now we're going to do a twist, squat, and a press. So this is really a full body. So squat down, come up, lift the opposite heel. So this heel is lifted, press. Come to center, squat with both heels parallel, come up, raise the opposite heel, press. 60 seconds. Down, come up, twist, press. Nice deep breaths. Twist, reach. Center, squat, up, twist, press. Center, down, up, twist. Down, up. 20 more seconds. Come down, twist, reach. Center, down, up, reach. That's 4, 3. Last one. Awesome. We have boxing arms next. Those are like bent over row kind of tricep combo, very classical exercise that I am going to bump up for intensity. Deep breath in, hips go back, come into like a quarter of a squat, send your hips back, draw the arms back, reach one arm back, come to center, then switch, in, reach, in, reach, reach, reach. You get really low to make these super challenging, or stay kind of high to make it a little bit easier. Deep breaths. Reach in, reach in. My chest stays proud, my feet are parallel. I meet with my hands at the shoulders, extend and reach. Shoulders, extend and reach. Hips and shoulders stay square. I'm not twisting. That's 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, alternating bicep lunge. I'm gonna grab water really quick. Oh, I spilled it everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna do a front lunge, and we'll alternate between a hammer curl and a front curl. So I'll switch. Let me do them facing you. So I'll bring one foot forward, back heel stays high, and I'm doing a hammer curl. When I come back and do the other leg, palms are forward. So I'm just going to alternate the hand position each lunge. And you can definitely go faster, slow on these. I'm over a nice, easy pace so I can really alternate that bicep. Front curl, rather. Hammer curl. Front curl. Hammer curl. Front curl. Hammer curl. Front curl. Hammer curl. That's 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. We're going to do some single leg bridges next. So let's take, I'm actually going to go a little bit of the lighter weights on these. I'm going to take both weights. I'm going to lay onto my back, and I'm going to place the weight in between my thigh and my calf. And I'm going to bend the other knee, and that is my single leg bridge. I'm going to take the other hands up, and I'm just going to hold them up there. Let's do 60 seconds here, right? Lift, lower, lift, lift, lift. I'm keeping my down foot parallel. Now, if you want to add on, you can bend, tricep, tricep. Now, if you wanted to take the weight to heavier, you could for the triceps. I'm bending. Just make sure you don't hit yourself in the head with the weights, please. Elbows stay right over the shoulders on those. Breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. 20 more seconds here. That bottom foot's really stable. 3, 2, 1. So bring the weights down. I'll unravel that foot. I'll turn so you can see me. And I'm gonna hug the weight in between my thigh and my calf. I'm saying, I'm talking like a snobby rich person. And I'm gonna lift and lower. So you can start with the hands up. That's how I started. And now on this arm, I'm going to bring both weights into my hands. I'm going to bend my arms, chest press. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Don't go too far. Keep a light to the weights around. We are going to do some booty work. Same area, so I did a lot of these in the challenge. You guys should have nice butts if you have been doing the whole challenge with me. After this, there's a lot of glute work in this challenge. So bring your heel up towards your butt. Lift, lower. Up, down. Really squeezing my heel to my butt the whole time. That's 3, 2, now hold, pulse it up, 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 for 10. Four, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. And I'm going to turn so you can see me. And then the other foot, or the other knee, right? So it goes knee. Somebody's saying something. The last time somebody said something, let me just make sure. Oh, happy Cather Day. Awesome, guys. I just wanted to make sure because there was one week my sound was off and I didn't look. So, hey Danielle, hello. Happy Cather Day. Hope you guys are enjoying the workout. So take the weight, place it in between your thigh and your butt. So we did about 40 seconds here. I just want to make sure, make sure I'm not doing a 30-minute workout so far when the sound's not out. Bring it up and down. So I do these a lot. I do them like I don't really have in-person. Everything's on Zoom right now. I want in-person back so soon. I'm going to back. I miss it. Just confession time. I want my world back. I think we're all at that point, but we're so close, guys. It's like, I think the vaccine should be available to everybody in Gotham. Fauci says April. I don't know, man. I'd say June sounds more realistic. But it's really just a few months. It's really just a few months. Patience is normally not one of my virtues. I will be honest. But this year was the year I learned a lot about patience. I don't know about you. It's like Q You can't always get what you want. It's like, you can't always get what you want. How many of us learned that song this year? How many of us learned that song real good this year? Hold it up. I learned that really good this year. But I still got what I need. I got food. I got a house. Look, I even got a Catwoman costume. Clearly needed that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to do some ab work. But I'm really grateful for platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and all that. Follow me on TikTok. I gotta get to 1,000 people there, and then I can start moving live there. That's at Jessi Flows. It should be in most of my YouTube videos. That handle. That platform I am doing more than just fitness on. Let's go with this weight. I'm gonna go with my 3 pounds. Dip this down. So we're gonna do abs and stretching now. Like, imagine if we had a pandemic in the 80s and we just had vinyl records. I mean, vinyl is good, but like, and rotary phones, right? And just books. But then we wouldn't be allowed in the libraries. So whatever books you had, we've all been reading the encyclopedia. We would be real smart after that. Okay, so I'm going to take the weight behind the nape of my neck, and I'm going to bring my feet up to my table, curl one up, and I'm going to tap one leg down. Stretch. 60 seconds here. Not super fast. Should be in my neutral spine position. Hopefully I'm not being too lazy. Twist, right? You're twisting towards the knee that comes in. That's a little bit hard for some people, even me sometimes. So don't feel bad. Never feel bad about coordination, guys. Trained dancers will get that. You know, like if you like trained in dance and gymnastics, coordination will come easy. If you're like an engineer during the day and this stuff eludes you, trust me, I'm probably not walking into your job and doing that so well. Now hold one side. Pulse up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now switch, 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 switch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's take. So I don't particularly love this, but a lot of people like a little triangle. Here, a lot of people just love that for their backs. Not my favorite thing to do, but I like giving that to you because I know a lot of people like it. So dip the toes and then lift the hips. Notice how gentle I'm doing that. Like, I don't, like when I was teaching in person, sometimes I would hear the thump, the pump. Like when you're, please, I don't ever want to hear that. That is your spine, guys. You have thousands of nerve endings. Your spine encases the biggest nerve in your body. And when people talk about back pain, it's usually damage to the nerve. It's not actually damage to the spine, it's damage to the nerve. So it's not always damage to the actual spine, it's damage to the nerve. And the nerve that's where your pain receptors are. So sometimes you're not even actually having actual damage. It's sending a signal to your brain that you're damaged when you don't. So don't damage that area. It's not fun. Back pain is really interesting because it's one of those things that they've done studies on, and when they look at like the actual MRIs and X-rays, 50% of the people who actually do have damage to their discs, right, the little intervertebral disc, that's what's in between your vertebrae, 50% of the people don't have pain, and then 50% of the people that do have pain actually don't have any damage. So there's a lot more research that's going on now. If you want to look into that, you can Google it. I forget the term, but there's like a whole term for it. It's like non-specific back pain. where it just baffles scientists why you even have this, but it's clearly real because there's a lot of people walking around in pain, but there's no scientific reason for it. But I'm going to say, don't thump your back onto your mat when you're doing Pilates, so we don't wind up with non-specific back pain possibly from your workout. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and come on to your tummy. I don't teach pure classical Pilates, but I still want you to think about your form. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been a lovely time doing the challenge with you. There's a lot going on in the world right now. My heart goes out to everybody affected by the storms in Texas. In 2012, I lived through Hurricane Sandy, and it's why I moved to California. It was like the last straw in New York. So it's not fun to live through a national disaster, like a weather disaster. So sending much love to the people there affected by that. I have some friends in Fort Worth, and they have they have weather, but they have no heat. Like, I hate the cold. So sending much love to everybody that's affected by those storms. Let's do a quick shoulder stretch. Next week will be the last 2 lives. Tuesday, 12:30. Saturday, 12:30. Saturday is slave layer. How else am I going to bang it out? Every time I put that past your mind and work out, you guys go bananas. So how else am I going to end it? Slave layer. Next week, same bad time, same bad place. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want more stretches, there are every Friday that I've posted. So yesterday's workout is a flexibility workout. There's a whole playlist of yoga and flexibility workouts, but I gotta run. I got actually work to do on next week's videos so that they're ready for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week.